Hey everybody, fellow YouTubers, this is your girl Breeze, and I'm coming back with you to do a part 2 to my first video. I am a newbie with Postmates, and I've done this for 1 week today, and I just wanted to follow up with you guys and let you know that it has been amazing. I have discovered a lot by trial and error. I have just about got the time frames down to a science. For me in the area that I live in, I am in a gold mine as far as location. I'm 5 minutes from the business district, and I'm also 5 minutes from college life, from the university. So Postmates gets a lot of business both ways in these areas, and it keeps me pretty busy. I will tell you that the possibility for making money in this, just where I'm at, is endless. I did really well last week. I was so pleased. I've already got my money going into the bank, and it's coming like clockwork. I did last Friday was my first day, and I did Saturday, Sunday, and then I skipped, and then I did one on Thursday. But what's really nice about that is I've done 19 deliveries. I just did my 19th delivery, and maybe 20 now, I'm not sure. 19 or 20. So that's awesome. In a week's time, only doing it like a few days. I can imagine how much better it actually gets if you do full time. So for me, I find that I take advantage of the blitz, which are the busy days, like your Monday through every day of the week, in the afternoons for lunch break, usually around here, is big. Also, dinner time. Sundays I found were also busy. Surprisingly, I don't know why I'm surprised, but Sundays in my location seem to be just as busy as any of the other days of the weekend, Friday or Saturday, just as popular. So I will say that I had one oops where the navigation didn't work properly, or kind of did something kind of crazy. But I was able to think on my feet and kind of get that situation corrected where it didn't cause me to lose a lot of time. But it was just like a little glitch in the maps as far as that's concerned. I also pay attention to other Postmate reviewers who have been veterans in this delivery process. And it really pays to check to see what they have to say to maybe enhance your delivery experience. The most critical thing that I have found is that the more that you communicate with your clients, the bigger the payout, tips. And so I always try now when I go to pick up an order and I arrive at there, especially if there's a line, or you know that the wait is going to be a little extensive, it's always a good idea to contact them. And I always do. And I'm like, hey, I arrived at the location. There's a line here, but I'll be there soon. And then when I'm on my way, I'll let them know, hey, I'm on my way. So they, will know and have a general time frame to look for me and all of that. So outside of that process, it is easy. I could not imagine trying to have another delivery company to work for in addition to this. I don't even consider that because I'm so busy doing what I do. And basically, my time is mostly during the weekends is the time that I like to spend delivering for Postmates, and maybe once or twice during the week if I have the extra time, which is kind of difficult. But just on the money alone that I get on the weekends is good. It is so good. I finally figured out that the customer service and your pleasantries and your communication is key, and it sets the tone for your deliveries and for your finances. So I enjoy what I do, and it's been great. Like I said, I made a nice amount of money the first week, and today I started this time last week, so it's only been a week, and I am pumped. So it's been a fairly easy process to follow. I'm sitting in a gold mine as far as delivery district. Like I said, either way, I've got the business district and I've got college campus. So it's never a dull time, to not be able to make a delivery. Have not tried during the week, so I'm not really sure how that works out, but I have a full-time job in the week that I do, so I don't really fool too much with during the week time unless I'm off or I have a few hours to kill. I find it you always have to keep change handy for meters, and because I live in a business district, there are a lot of parking meters. So I've invested my fill of quarters, nickels, dimes, and debit cards to feed the meter. So that is something that, you got to get used to. However, after 6 p.m., I find that it's all free. So if I adjust my schedule accordingly, then my purchasing, being able to feed the meter is kind of brought down quite a bit. Now that I've figured that out, and of course Sundays are free, so Sundays is like a free for all. Don't have to worry about meters or anything like that, which is amazing. And like I said, Sundays are just as busy as Fridays and Saturdays. And like I say, the most I can say is, to get your the most that you can out of that is customer service. Customer service is trial, there's error. Always to make sure if there's any question regarding the order, you always have the support where you're able to call or text a client to let them know if there's a delay, if there's something that they wanted that the restaurant did not carry, which it was a scenario that I had today. A client thought that this place that I delivered went to pick up his delivery or placed his order, had mac and cheese, and they in fact did not. So I had to go back and call him and say, hey, they don't have this. Would you like to substitute something else, or would you just like to bypass that altogether? So he let me know what he wanted me to do to put in its place and all that. So communication is a must. You don't know what they may or may not want. So it's always good that if there's a question regarding their order, that it's better safe than sorry, to always follow up call if something is questionable or anything like that, or like I said, time constraints or a construction or an accident, anything that might keep you from being on time, that needs to be communicated with the client, because they orchestrate their order on their business and their lunch hour and things like that. And so you want to try to be as timely as possible, to be on time and to have, everything still hot, fresh, and all that they need, so they won't have to ask for anything. They shouldn't need anything. They put that all in your hands, so all they have to worry about is, taking their food out, having their lunch, dinner, whatever the case may be. But overall, this has been an awesome, awesome experience. I never thought that I was going to be into it this deep in just a week. And after I did the first run, I was like, okay, I'm going out tomorrow. Okay, I'm going out tomorrow. I'm going out tomorrow. And I'm telling you, it's like when I get on and it's lit up, you see where it's kind of beginning to get busy, and then you see the areas where it's really in red and you see orange. And in that, I know that, business it's picking up. So I watch that when I know the days that I'm going to actually go out. And then I take advantage of the extra delivery times that they give. Like I got an email this week saying, bonus, you get a bonus for going out for deliveries during this hour on these days. So of course I took advantage of that as well. So that was extra and very helpful. So yeah, I jumped on that. So you have to be really strategic when you make these deliveries and the time frames that you do. And like I said, to take advantage of being strategic enough to avoid the meters, and to take advantage of the bonus rates that may be offered in your area during the specified time frames is always a plus. That puts more money in your pocket and less going out. So this has been a wonderful experience. I just wanted to follow up. It's money to be made, endless money to be made if you have the time to do it. It's all about pleasantries, making customers feel like they're the only people that exist. And I always say that, and I treat them just like that. I'm always pleasant. I'm always happy. It's nothing worse than you purchasing something, whether you're in retail or going up to a restaurant or a drive-through, and they're like, can I help you? Can I take your order? I'm just like, that is so rude. Some people have had a hard day, a long day. We don't know what a person's been through or going through that day. So, as pleasant as you can be, as upbeat as you can be, to upsell and to, work your tip, that's what you have to do. And so I'm a people person and I like to talk, and customer service is my thing. I like to engage with people. So that's something that comes natural to me. It's nothing that's practiced or coerced. It's just simply being nice to people, treating them the way that you want to be treated in return. So I'm going to follow up and say that this has been the best experience. I love it. I'm going to come back after week 2. I will say that there are some little trial and error issues that you may run into. I know one thing that happened this week was I went to pick up an order, and there were the name that I went to pick up, there were 2 orders of the same name at the same time now that I was due to pick up. One was the customer was going to come pick it up herself, and the other was my Postmates delivery. Now, how odd were the chances of me going up and say, hey, I've got an order to pick up for, I'm Tracy from Postmates, and I have a delivery to pick up, or order to pick up from, but I can't get my words together. And there were 2 ladies that name. Not that it was even a common name. That's what was crazy about the whole situation. So, to double check to be sure that whatever the name is, you get the full name. Or if it's an order number, give them that order number. Make sure that that order is correct, because you could always get someone else's order by mistake. And it happens easily than you think. And I would have never thought that, but I had my experience with that this week. So that's something that you want to pay attention to. Besides that, it's been awesome. So if you have any questions or any comments or anything, subscribe. Make that tip, work that tip. Make that tip, work that tip. Charm. Customer service. Key. And of course, being on time and being cognizant of the time frames as well. And just the intercommunication between yourself and the customer. If you're running late or if there's something missing, if you would like to ask if there are any other condiments they might need or anything else, just dialogue with them. You'll find that goes a long way. And for me, it has in a week. So I am loving it. I'm going to work that tip. So that's just a few things that I want to share with you all, and I hope that it was helpful. I'll think of a few more things and see how my week goes during the week. And again, if you're looking to get into Postmates or any of the other places, I say try it. There's so many different places out there like this that you have your pick of the litter. I chose Postmates because my daughters chose a few of the other companies. And so we all kind of wanted to do our own thing and be original and kind of do similarities and differences and things like that. And so, you know, they like what they like, I like what I like, and we agree and go our separate ways with our separate companies and call it a day. It's all about making the customer happy and working that tip. So this is your girl Breeze. This was week 1 and I love it. So subscribe. And if you're thinking about doing a delivery, Postmates. Or if you are on the fence and thinking about it, just go through some of these reviews that some of these different places have offered, and just see, because like I said, depending on your location, you could be sitting on a gold mine, and you don't have to make a lot of effort to get that money. So it's fairly easy, fairly simple. My safety has never been in jeopardy. Everyone has been waiting, for me. They know what to look for, know what my vehicle, they know my face, from my profile, and it has been a rather enjoyable process. So I love it. So work that tip, make that tip. Until next time, this is your girl Breeze saying, hey, you got it, go get it.